Yo, what's up, YouTube? This video is directed to those of you that just love to talk about cycles and taking certain illegal substances in the US as well as around the world where they may not be legal or, are illegal. But what I wanted to touch upon is that over the last 7 years that I've been training in the gym and being a personal trainer for others, I get it a lot, and I hear it a lot, and I see it a lot. Even if it's not being told to me, I am in the same group where it's being talked about. And usually, I always see the age group between 18 and 23 that rave about anabolics and that they want to jump on this and they want to jump on that. I mean, you guys, over the last 7 years that I've been training and just been around the fitness industry, I must have seen or heard of, I should say, over 25 different anabolics. So from one end of the spectrum, you would say testosterone, to the other end of the spectrum where you'd say DNP, which is not an anabolic, but just so you get an idea of how wide the spectrum is for the people involved in this bodybuilding industry as far as professionals go. But these youngsters, they want to just jump on it because they want to look good. They want to get more girls. They just want to feel more secure about themselves. And it's all the wrong reasons. It's all the wrong reasons. It's vanity. It's basically vanity. That's the only reason they want to alter their body. But what they don't realize is that by altering your body, there's consequences. And some consequences you may not be happy with, you may not like. And I can't stress it enough, you guys. I've seen friends jump on and they're happy while they're on it. But eventually their pockets aren't deep enough to continue the cycle properly or to take the adequate compounds that go along with this stuff. And they just stop and they look like shit and they got bitch tits, say 6-7 months later. I'm not kidding you guys. These guys take their shirts off and they got some pointy ass nipples that even by wearing a nice tight shirt, fitted shirt, you can see their nipples right through their t-shirt. It's just, it looks poofy. And they look like shit. They don't look like these pros on stage. And these guys are messing with these anabolic steroids. They're not doing it properly. They want, I want to run some Tren. I want to run some Nandrolone. I want to run some Equipoise. I want to run some, oh my gosh, you name it, dude. There's a shitload of different compounds. I want to look shredded. I want to run some Anavar. I want to... Long story short, you guys, if you're not educated in the subject, don't even mess with these things. Because I'm telling you, whoever you're getting them from, they probably don't know shit either. So you would say, well, how do you run them properly? Well, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat right now. If you want to run a cycle properly without without messing yourself up, you're going to have to spend anywhere, depending on your source, but anywhere from $700 to $1,200, $1,300 on a complete full cycle, including PCT, including all the other compounds that go along with it to protect you from the side effects. So, and that's for a basic cycle. I'm talking about maybe 12 weeks of Nandrolone and testosterone with some Aromacin and some PCT products. So it's an expensive hobby. And I always tell youngsters, what happens when you get a little Honda, a little budget car, and you drop a turbo in it? Because all these little kids want to go fast, but don't realize that to go fast is expensive if you do it properly. So they're like, well, what happens is that you're going to blow up your engine in about 2 weeks because you didn't do it properly. if you turbo a little Honda. You have to sleeve the pistons. You have to forge your piston rods. You have to reinforce your crankshaft, rebalance it. You have to make sure that you have bigger injectors, getting more fuel into the system, a smoother rail for delivery. You're gonna need a stronger pump. You're gonna need to tune the vehicle, upgrade your ECU. There's all these things that come into play when you're souping a vehicle. Well, how much more how much more important isn't your body than an engine, than something that's material, that's metal, it's iron? How much more not important is your body? Your body is a million times more important because you only have one. So if you're going to start altering your body, you should really, really, really invest in doing it properly. And if your pockets are not deep enough to do it properly, then don't mess with it. Because what you're going to end up with is a blown engine. And you're not going to be happy with the results. There's many ways and protocols to doing these things right. But you guys need to inform yourselves. You guys need to go online. You need to Google this stuff. And you need to educate before you go and do something to your body. You guys, I remember the first time I ran creatine. You guys, creatine. I went online and did so much research on different types of creatines, reviews, and what people said. And I ended up buying, I believe it was Pump by Animal, which is like a little red tube, and it has like a little baggies inside with like 5 different pills, and you got your stimulant. You can take that out if you don't want the stimulant. You got your ethyl ester creatine it was. And I was so scared when I was taking this stuff. I was like, what am I doing to my body? Like, oh, I hope it, but at the same time I wanted to see the results. So this was just off of creatine, you guys. And I was really paranoid, Googling, making sure that I wasn't doing something bad to my body. Why? Because I love my body. I only have one body, and I don't want to mess it up over something as lame as vanity. Yeah, I do want to look nice, and I want to look good. But there's other ways there without having to take the shortcut or the easy way there, which is using anabolics. Now, do I have anything against people that use anabolics? Not at all. I believe that anabolics is gonna be in bodybuilding forever, and you guys are never gonna be able to take it out of bodybuilding or physique or anything that has to do with jumping on stage. It's there to stay. It's part of the game. It goes along with a car and gasoline. It just goes along. So, do I have anything against it? No, I don't have it. I have many friends that use it, and they use it right, and they look amazing. They're pros. But as far as I see all these little youngsters so excited to jump on something as strong as tren, which is 7 times more potent than testosterone, and they're only 21, 19, 20, and there's nothing you can say to stop these guys. They're still going to go ahead and do it. So what is my advice? My advice is, if you're going to go do something like this, you go inform yourself and you make sure that you know what the hell you're doing before you do it. Just like when you're going to run anything else, any supplement, you want to make sure you read the reviews, what people say, how was their experiences. You want to be well informed before messing around with these compounds. So with that being said, you guys, I hope this video was informative. I'm not going to give you guys advice on cycles because it's not my thing. But I do make this video for all my friends or young friends out there that watch my videos to think a little before they just think it's so easy to just take something like this, like popping any other pill. There's consequences to this stuff. And the consequences don't come out so fast. They come out down the road. I'm talking about maybe you do a cycle, it was beautiful, but you know what? A year later down the road, you might have some extra gyno in your chest. You might have, low sex drive, no libido. There's sides, dude. And the longer you use these things, the more the sides become down the road. So with that being said, you guys, I hope this video was informative. And like always, guys, keep lifting, and I'm out.